and my alarm just went off. Of course. Clara, can you move over? All right, my alarm just went off, which means this is going to get split into 2 videos. Okay, you know how it's like those little things that push you over the edge? Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. And yeah, I'm trying to laugh it off. All right. Where was I? I was doing a straight stitch and apparently making a bunch of knots. Because like I said, I'm in straw mode, have a long thread, and did not wax my thread. All right. So yes, running stitch along the sides. You know what? I had a whole thing I was going to do as a separate video. But you know, since this already went into a second video, let's see if I can get my notes to open. No, stick to the plan. That needs to be a separate video. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I'm going to do a little more sewing with you before I hit pause, though. Oh my goodness. Come on. Yeah, proof that I'm doing my videos completely uncut. All right, so the section where the silk is folded over is a little more difficult to sew through. I'm doing a back stitch at this point. It's because I'm going through 4, 5, 6 layers on each down stitch and up stitch. And also because I'm a little upset. But I want you to be aware that that's a harder stitch, just in case you're having a rough hands day. There goes the knots. Yeah. All right, we're gonna solve some of that. I'm gonna shorten this thread. I have no clue where I put the wax, so we're not even gonna try that. Though Clara did just do something cute. She attacked one of her Christmas mice. There was a whole butt wiggle pounce to it too. And now she's totally showing off. Alright. She gets stuck on her back and then like gets insulted by her own tail. I'm realizing I'm talking really quiet. I'm sorry. I'm hoping I didn't totally screw up my sound there. Alright, so I'm reaching that corner where I put the loop, and I'm doing more of a stab stitch now that I'm in the corner, because I want to make sure I get that as firmly tacked in there as possible. There we are. That should be good. And this side should be easier because it's just a single layer of silk. Almost done with the second side. Sorry, I've gotten a little quiet. All right, I'm gonna hit pause and then come back when I'm done with all 4 sides, okay? Okay, so I'm back. I've now sewn all around all 4 sides. Trim off this little bit from earlier. Okay, so around all 4, I think you can see it better on this side. Now we're gonna turn it right side out. You might be wondering how we're gonna do this since we did do all 4, but that's what the little slot's for. So I like to put my fingers inside, pinch the corners, and then turn and push out with my thumb, okay? Won't get it all the way out, but it's a good start, okay? The nice thing about this little pull loop becomes a little puller. And of course, Clara comes back. See if I can do this watching in the camera. Left, right. So that's what the front's starting to look like. Push those corners through with your thumb and finger. You can, of course, use not a cat, but something with a point. All right. And point, oops, sorry, pushing these corners out. This is just actually a hair stick. All right. Sadly, we can see my stitches. Usually I'm much more careful than that. Clara, honey, you're putting your claws through my sweater. Thank you. Yeah, that hurt. All right, so there we go. I think I'm gonna have to give a lot of feline attention when I turn the camera off. All right, so there's kind of the pocket. And I did rush a little, so I'm not 100% happy with some of these stitches, but we're gonna go ahead and fill. So I just grabbed polyfill for today. And you do have to kind of go in on one side and then stick it over to the other side. And just fill it up to the fullness that you like. I like to get down in those corners first. All right, sometimes this is where a pokey stick or the purple thing. Yep, that's actually a trademark. They call it the purple thing. Check your quilt shop. It's kind of fun. It's got a special shape to it, but yeah, it works for stuffing these little corners. Had one. I think Clara stole it. Stuff each of your corners. Now, for a pin cushion, I would normally do wool. Or I really like walnut hulls. Just be careful if you're going to have it around anyone with allergies. For the dollies, because you know this makes an adorable pillow or something decorative, polyfill works just fine. If you're going to do polyfill for a pin cushion, really get it as firm as you possibly can. It'll give you a more satisfying pin cushion in the long run. If you're new to my blog and videos and into sewing, a couple of years back I did a pin cushion experiment that looked at different types of fillings. And I'll try to remember to add that to the blog post. All right, there we go. So that is really, really full, okay? Give you an idea of how full by looking at the back. All right, so there's definitely some gappage going on. But what I'm gonna do is push this closed. All right, probably use the table help. Run a couple pins through the folds. All right. Actually bending my pin. So I'm going to do another from the other side. All right. And what I'll do is I'll take black thread in this case, or gray, and I'll run a whip stitch along those two folds, and that'll finish it up. Now what you could definitely do I have any cord sitting out here? I don't. We're gonna improvise. Pretend my hairband is decorative cord. You could see how you could put an edge on that. All right, cover up any embarrassing stitches. I'm gonna see if I can find some cord somewhere. All right, so you could use round braid, sotache, go around. You could do some decorative little tassels on the corners if you wanted. Definitely some neat options. So I do like the alternating, well, the two different size ribbons. I think that comes out cute. Little rectangles instead of squares. Let's bring out some of the others that I did. Again, there's the velvet that I'm actually discouraging you from doing. All right. So if you happen to do one of these, please share it. I'd love to see what you do. I think that's all for tonight. I will see you all soon next week. Enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.